for tomorrow? Are you a leader or will you follow? Are you a fighter or will you cower? It's our time, take back the power. What's your plan for tomorrow? Are you a leader or will you follow? Are you a fighter or will you cower? It's our time, take back the power. What you gonna do when they show up in black suits on your street in army boots and there's silence here? What you gonna say when they strip your rights away and the tax man makes you pay for every bit of sweat you fed today? We don't need to run and hide. We won't be pushed off to the side. What's your plan for tomorrow? Are you a leader or will you follow? Are you a fighter or will you cower? It's our time, take back the power. What's your plan for tomorrow? Are you a leader or will you follow? Are you a fighter or will you cower? It's our time, take back the power.
Well, sorry. Gotta interrupt this morning coffee video. Let's have a little coffee and a little discussion. As I stated earlier this morning, I sadly can't go to the protest. And let me explain. You see, there are going to be at least one, maybe even two vape advocates there that have been pushing an agenda to violate the rights of 90% of vapors in America in order to save their own rights, all in the name of compromise. But what compromise are they taking? Are they saying that they are willing to no longer sell RDAs in which they're profiting from? No, they're not saying that we should ban RDAs. Are they saying that we should ban RTAs that they sell, many using their own name to help sell their product? No, they're not asking for that kind of sacrifice. Are they asking to make sacrifices such as to ban box mods or single battery tube mods and other devices that they make money off of? No, they're not asking for that kind of compromise. They're asking to make a compromise on someone else's behalf. Someone else should lose their rights. Not them, but someone else should lose their rights. That's not a compromise in my book. That's selling out. That's backstabbing your fellow vapor. 90% of vapors in America haven't even walked into a vape shop. They don't even go online or watch vape reviews. They have no idea that there's even really a war on vaping. They don't know. They're uninformed. They don't even know that they're being backstabbed by many of the leaders in the hobbyist community of the vape industry. They have absolutely no idea what's going on. And they're going to be the victims. They're going to be the first victims, and I'm going to explain how. You see, by having Nick or Grim Green go up on a stage and say whatever he's going to say, he's going to be scrutinized by the press. And the press is going to investigate him. And they're going to look for things that he said in the past on this issue and try to find a little bit more information about him. And they're going to find out that he wants certain things to happen, such as pod systems to be banned. And he wants things like convenience stores and other industries that have purchased legalized tobacco selling licenses, tobacco product licenses for them to sell, that they should all be considered guilty without being proven innocent. You know, they should be considered guilty first without any proof, and that they should have their rights taken away. And see, not his rights. He's not saying that we should close up vape shops as part of a compromise. We should close up other industries, take away other people's rights away from them so that we're not harmed any further. So what sacrifice is Grimm making? What sacrifice is Nick or Jay Hayes making? None. They're not making any sacrifice. In fact, the reason why they're saying these things is because they know that they'll be more profitable. You see, if you get rid of pod systems, then you're forcing people to buy RDAs and RTAs and the box mods and the things of that nature, and that's where they'll make their money. So they're doing it for financial gain. So as long as they're doing it for financial gain and no sacrifice, what sacrifice are they making? But here's the key. Once the press investigates him and finds out that they want to ban pod systems because they're so bad for vaping, and that they want to ban other people who have legal rights to sell tobacco products, and vaping is a tobacco product. You know, I didn't make up that rule. The FDA made up that rule. You know, I would like it to be a medical device, but it's a tobacco device, and they have a tobacco license. Why should their time, money, effort, and everything that they put in to get that license and to keep that license be stripped away from them in order to save us? Ask yourself that. But it gets worse. You see, here's the real key deal. And it's been proven time and time and time again. When you ask the government to violate someone else's rights, you are telling the government that it is okay to then violate your rights after they take their rights away. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in supporting anyone or any organization that allows someone like that to preach a message on that stage. If they are smart, they will not say any negative connotations toward vaping in any way, shape, or form. In fact, when Jay Hayes went to his first hearing on the issue in New Jersey, he was warned by someone there, I believe from CASA, but it could have been from the VTA or someone else. He was warned not to say the parts of his speech that spoke about pod systems and other little things that were anti-vaping, because they'll use his words against him in order to violate the rights of vapors in the state of New Jersey. But again, even if they do not say anything negative in their speech during the protest in D.C., they will go ahead and look up their blogs, they will watch what they say, and they will use their words against the vaping community and say, see, even the biggest vape reviewers and vape advocates and vape influencers and blah, blah, blah are saying that these pods are bad, and you got to take them off the shelves, and you got to strip the rights away of vapors to get their products from legal tobacco selling stores. My point here is that in the end, by allowing him to be up on the stage, we eventually will be harmed, ourselves personally. You may think, but I don't use pods and I don't buy from a convenience store, but we're not talking about you. We're talking about everyone that's not you. You see, you are not the only vapor in America. You are not the only one that's important. It's all the rest, the ones that have no voice. That's what we're supposed to be down there in D.C. speaking about. Speaking on behalf of the people who have no voice, who don't know what is going on. We're supposed to be educating them. We're supposed to be informing them. But when you get people who have already ruined their reputation by being so gullible and so naive to think it is okay to violate your fellow Americans' rights in order to what? So you benefit in some way? So that you can be more profitable in some way? No. That is the exact opposite of what we should be doing, and is exactly what the government wants us to do. The government wants us to fight amongst ourselves and to pick each other apart until there's nobody left. I refuse to be a part of any such movement. I refuse to go down and support such people's messages, whether they outright say it publicly during the event or they say it behind the scenes within their blog posts. I refuse to support such people. And these group of people who are putting on this protest, they need to think things through. They need to think of what they're doing. As much as Grim Green is needed to help influence us in order to fight for our rights, Grim has done just the opposite. Told us to sit on our ass and do nothing multiple times in multiple videos. Don't make me post those videos, because I'll post them. You know I will. I just know I don't support any group that supports people that are willing to violate their fellow Americans' rights. No, I refuse. And that doesn't mean that I'm not willing to fight on behalf of vapors, but I'm not willing to go down there and support those people and the messages that those people portray. You see, because that's exactly what you're doing when you go down there. Now, I don't judge you. You want to go down there anyway. You feel that it's necessary in order to fight for your rights to vape and stuff like that. You do you. Do not do anything differently. You do you. But if you feel that vape advocates shouldn't pick the winners and losers of who gets the right to vape and who doesn't get the right to vape, or who gets the right to sell and who doesn't get the right to sell, even though they have legal licenses and they have everything all, set up and ready to go, and they invested their time just like vape shops and just like everyone else. If such people are allowed to do this, then I don't want to be a part of it. That's just me. But if you want to be a part of it, God bless. I want you to go down there. I want you to enjoy. I want you to be there and fight for your right to vape. Please do it. But I just can't support such advocacy that is willing to fight on behalf of Big Pharma, willing to fight on behalf of the FDA, and willing to fight on behalf of the government. That's exactly what they want us to do, fight on their behalf, and I refuse to be a part of it. Anyway, I've already wasted too much of your time. I know I could probably go on and on and on and on. I could give you more. I could actually give you examples of how people have fought to take other people's rights away and then had their rights in return. But that can get very political and messy, and I don't want to stir the pot, so to speak. But what I do want to do is just let you know, I believe in you. If you want to go down there. I will back your ass up. I will help promote that you are going down there. I will do anything I can to help you. I sometimes get donations in order to do certain things, and I actually got some donations. So if you can't afford to go down there yourself and you need a bus ticket, I can't guarantee I could give everyone a bus ticket, but I might have enough money in donations to have a bus ticket or two for a few people who can't afford to go. So if you do want to go, I'm here for you. But I personally can't be there. I can't be in the area in which is supporting such messages. You know what I'm saying? I can't be a part of that. That could eventually ruin my reputation, where I won't be able to get such donations. You know what I'm saying? So again, I can't guarantee that I could get a bus ticket for everyone who asks. But if you are honestly too, if you're not financially stable enough to maybe get a bus ticket and you want to go, I probably have a couple of dollars to send to you because I've already gotten donations to go down there, and they don't want their money back now that I told them I'm not going. So they want me to give it away. You know what I'm saying? To pay it forward, so to speak. So again, if you need something like that, I probably could help. Maybe not everybody, but I could help a little bit. But no, I can go. All right. I think that's the best thing I could say and the best thing I could do. Anyway, have an awesome, awesome day, and vape on, my friends.